one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Nerd Squad, where we cover all of your nerdy needs and wants. Today we will be talking about a lot of gaming stuff. First we will be talking about Marvel Rivals and how much it changed from the last time we talked about it. From what I've heard, they've added Emma Frost as a tank, and there's future plans of Ultron as a support character.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait for Ultron. He's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, his kit includes a lot of drones and a lot of supporting his teammates and attacking the enemy at the same time. So I'm definitely going to be excited for that.
Yeah, I also can't wait for Blade.
Oh yeah.
He was elite.
I thought no, he's definitely going to be in the game. I just thought he'd be in here sooner, but my guess is probably going to be next season.
Yeah, because he's literally an NPC in the game.
Yeah.
On
one of the maps, you can see him laying in the bed, recovering from Dracula. So,
still amazing how Moonlight got his money back.
Oh yeah, that meme. I'm actually happy that they added that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, because at first I thought it was real, but turns out it was a edit.
Yeah. So Rivals they've really gotten better since when they first came out. They've definitely raised the bar for multiple team shooter games. I feel like they've created a new bar, and they've just came out with a bang, and now they'll keep bringing in bangers day after day.
Yeah, and the updates are just going to get better and better because they update so frequently.
They do. They really, really do. And they're not going to run out of characters anytime soon because of how big the Marvel Universe is.
Oh yeah, the roster is huge.
Oh yeah. It's gotten way better. What's your favorite character in Rivals still, Cody?
Honestly, so far I'd have to say either Iron Fist or Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, I like Black Panther and I like Venom. Now, let's talk about Overwatch and how much it's changed since Rivals has come out, because it's gotten better from what I've heard.
Alex? Yeah, it's definitely gotten better. First, you got the perk system added last season.
Okay.
Which was absolutely a game changer in general. I still think that far moving with your barrage and the implosion blast is the best thing you can do.
Yeah. I definitely think Overwatch has gotten a lot better because of the competition, and it's kind of like we said before, but when we first talked about it, we said that because of Overwatch has competition now, that it's going to do a lot better, and it looks like we were right because it does look a lot better. It does seem like a lot better. You've played it more recently than I have, Alex. What do you think of it?
You kind of stopped playing after Rival Games.
Yeah, I kind of got hooked.
Honestly, I love it. Yeah, a lot more free stuff. Appealing. They're earning the 2 in the title. We'll say that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think we made a correct assumption by saying that the competition would help Overwatch, because when Overwatch 2 and Overwatch came out eventually, it was on top, and so they kind of got lazy. Yeah. And so I
still miss Paladins, honestly. I still say Paladins is the period all of it. I don't think any of y'all know Paladins.
I don't think I know.
That was the original Overwatch competition.
Oh yeah. I remember it now.
I miss it so much. Anyways, honestly, I will say the stadium seemed kind of rushed. It seems kind of iffy at points.
Yeah, what I think is happening is that I think Overwatch is waking up after just a long time of just bringing out things that they don't have to really worry about competition. Yeah. I'm not saying they've gotten lazy, but I'm just saying they've definitely gotten softer, if that makes sense. They've stopped walking as hard.
Yeah. They also probably rushed Stadium.
Yeah.
You made an entire game mode in a year-ish. It's gonna be buggy.
Yeah, I just want to pick up after what you said about the Stadium being rushed. I definitely think it is, but like I said before, I think it's just the Overwatch devs waking up and saying, hold on, we actually
Going back to the
original roots and actually trying really, really hard to compete with rivals. So.
And then to the question, how's that Rivals the Port Strike going? I saw that online. From a fellow support player on Overwatch.
Oh, man.
Me and the TF2 medics welcome you.
Yeah, definitely. Supports have definitely been, in all team shooters really have been, like, disregarded.
What I'm seeing, though, like, they keep pummeling the supports to the ground most of the time. How many times has Mantis been nerfed so far?
Oh, yeah. Because supports are so important, Mantis has been nerfed a lot of times because of her damage and her healing output. Though, they have been nerfing the supports a lot, you're right. And I think they're doing that just because the supports are really the main focus of a team fight in general. Yeah. And it all depends on how long the team on who dies first and who messes up first, and so I don't think they're trying to nerf it, but I think they're just changing the way things are now that they realize how sweaty things have gotten within the past few updates.
One thing I have noticed too when I was playing competitive on Rivals, I noticed that, no matter how much I heal, no matter what I block, none of that counts. They only count the kills to death ratio, but nothing else.
Yeah, there definitely is a strategy to it.
It's encouraging support players, hey, stop healing, go kill.
Yeah, and it's like picking up from what you just said, it's really just like a damage problem. If the supports have to stop healing and do double the effort just to do more damage because the DPS isn't doing enough, I feel like that's a DPS problem.
For what I've noticed, competitive for Rival, no matter you're healing, none of that counts towards your progress.
Yeah, because everybody's trying to compete with each other, and so it's definitely come down to a stalemate most of the time, and it feels like nothing really counts, just because of the other teams working just as hard as you are, and because it's such a sweaty new game. It's definitely, in my opinion, it was more difficult than Overwatch was. I'm guessing Overwatch is definitely harder now that people are coming back to it.
It was honestly, I want to say it was harder when Rival first came out because you got all the players who were still new.
Exactly. Yeah, and
meanwhile the veterans all stayed.
Yeah, there's definitely some new kids, like some actual kids trying out Marvel Rivals just because it's a Marvel game, it's a superhero game. So I definitely think so. Yeah, I think Overwatch has really gotten better though. I've yet to play it still, but I think I'll try it out. But
new hero thing kind of broke.
Oh, that's the Freya, the crossbow girl. Yep.
Honestly, she's overpowered. She's a mix between Hanzo and Pharah.
I've heard she's weak. I've heard that her damage output isn't the best.
But her explosive bolt. When you hit it right, you can shred like a Roadhog. You can shred him to almost half.
Okay.
It's just overpowered. Honestly, I like it, but I also don't.
Well,
I like the fact that they give her a small buff.
Yeah.
Instead of getting major giant buff, make her over the top. They're trying to even them out.
Yeah, I think you can definitely tell that they're actually really, really trying. And I don't know. The devs said that the Marvel Rivals devs said that they will always aim towards fun and more than competitive. And that's what I kind of like about Rivals more than Overwatch, because I'm not an Overwatch veteran, but I have played some of the Overwatch, and Overwatch definitely seems more competitive than fun. And when I hop on Rivals, you can definitely there is some fun to playing Rivals.
Yeah, they both have their good sides.
Yeah,
If you want unique character stories, unique characters that you're not gonna find a comic book on, then go for Overwatch. If you want your favorite characters and superhero villains and play as them, go for Rivals.
Yeah. I've heard that there's a new Star Wars game being created.
Oh,
If I'm not
yeah.
mistaken, it's
Cody,
turn
you want to
based.
comment on that?
Yeah,
You
Cody.
want to comment on that?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure how to feel about it because they could have worked on Titanfall 3, Battlefront 3, but yet they decided to make a tactical RPG of Star Wars.
It's the Valve curse. They're afraid of the number 3.
Exactly.
No, I'm not much of a Star Wars fan. Like, I like Star Wars. I think it's a good series and all that. But I haven't really played. Not like a diehard fan for Star Wars. But what I've heard so far, it kind of picks up what Cody said, is that they definitely could have been working on other games instead of making another Star Wars game. Because the Star Wars games are known for their, like, Star Wars games are fun. I mean, it's Star Wars. You get to play with the lightsaber. I mean, it's fun.
Yeah, everyone wanted to play with the lightsaber as a kid.
Yeah, I definitely think that there's a big fun factor to Star Wars. But what do you think, Cody? Do you think making the new Star Wars game was a good idea, or do you think that they could have done something else?
Honestly, depending on the direction it goes, I feel like they could have a chance. The only thing that I would change is, like, not making an RPG. I like RPGs, but it doesn't fit.
It doesn't really fit the Star Wars genre.
Star Wars theme, yeah.
Yeah, because if you look at other Star Wars games, like Star Wars Battlefront, I think that's more like a shooter than a shooter melee.
You can kind of classify that, I guess, kind of like a hero shooter, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely a type of hero
that's
shooter.
What gave it like its charm. Like, it's fun. Like it wasn't like specifically trying to be a hero shooter. It's just supposed to be like its own kind of.
Exactly. Yeah. So who are the devs that created the Star Wars RPG? Cody, do you know the name?
I believe it's EA. Oh, no, EA's publishing it.
Yeah. I was
EA?
gonna say EA
Is it
publishing
EA?
it.
So get ready for lots of microtransactions.
Oh, I can see why people are.
Most games.
Oh no, EA takes it way too far.
Yeah, no, I
I
could.
know, but I'm saying most games have micro.
Like to the point that Disney themselves have to stop them.
I can see how people are like starting to really like have some mixed thoughts about the new Star Wars game.
Oh, speaking of microtransactions, the original game that started all the microtransaction stuff, Oblivion's getting a remake.
Oblivion. I don't think I've played that one yet.
Elder Scrolls 4.
Oh, Elder Scrolls. Yeah.
They're getting a remake.
I'm actually pretty excited for
So
that.
nice. Yeah, it looks nice.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen the trailer yet, but from what I've heard, it's a really nice
beautiful.
game.
It looks just like the Leagues almost.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of Elder Scrolls and like RPGs and all that, and so Elder Scrolls I mean, it's good that
But
they're
it's
making a
also the
remake
fact
of it.
that also, like, Bethesda's owned by Microsoft. Microsoft owns the Xbox, so it's gonna be on Game Pass. But they're gonna spread it across everything too. Like, they're not gonna hold it as an Xbox exclusive. They're giving it to everything.
Yeah, okay.
Which again, I love.
Um,
And you want to think that they are reselling the Armor Horse Pack. They
Oh.
started the whole microtransaction trend.
yeah.
Or believed to.
Ooh.
They're selling that thing again as their own joke. And I love
Oh, yeah, I
it.
could.
And they're only charging
yeah.
$50 for it, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
60
pretty
bucks, and
good.
You get $60 for I think thing that gives you additional content, including some horse armor.
Oh, okay.
That I love.
Cody, have you played the Elder Scrolls games?
Honestly, yeah. I'm not too like big on it, but I've been playing it a lot recently.
Yeah, I really did enjoy playing those games when I was little.
Yeah, I didn't really. I mean, I enjoyed playing the games, but I didn't really like. I got bored of it kind of fast when I was a little. But that's because I was a little kid. So.
Yeah, I definitely going off topic here just for a split second. When I played Sekiro for the first time, I was really little, and like I said, I was really little, and I didn't understand the very topic of Sekiro, and so I quit playing it. And looking back on it now, I do regret not playing more of Sekiro. If you don't know what Sekiro is, it's like it's a realistic sword fighting game. It's like Warline Dynasty, if you've played that.
Anyways, how about we talk about the Nintendo Switch 2?
Oh boy, that's a hot topic. That's a hot topic. From what I've heard, the Nintendo Switch 2 is they're creating more money, or they're charging it for more money, but it's the same thing as before.
Not the exact same. They made some small upgrades, but they made their own cheap, worse quality Discord
Yeah.
that you have to pay.
Oh.
You have to pay Nintendo Online to use.
Yeah, I
I mean,
think
there's gonna be a free trial, but still, that you shouldn't do that at all.
I think that the main objective with the Nintendo Switch 2 is to make a lot more money because
That's the entire thing of Nintendo. Why do you think that Nintendo goes so hard with lawsuits all the time?
oh yeah
And
no
not forget Power World that stole game ideas.
yeah no
Like
there's
mechanics, whatever.
yeah nobody really, if you really think about it, nobody really plays Nintendo as hard as they used to anymore. Ever since popular games on PS4, PlayStation, and Xbox.
PC.
Like PC, like for example, God of War and God of War Ragnarok, and on PlayStation with Spider-Man 2. I mean, everybody's loving PlayStation right now, and you haven't really heard
The
big
fact
bangers
that
from
I'm more so upset
Nintendo.
The fact that people are willing to spend $80 to $90 on, like, we already know people are gonna probably buy it.
Yeah.
$80 to $90 on a stupid game.
Yeah.
I've heard that the games for Nintendo Switch are outrageous. Okay.
And when
It's $80 for a digital copy and $90 for a physical one.
Oh man,
what's
no, I don't.
stupid is
I'm
that,
good.
they have a tech demo that they're making, or they're having it to be paid for.
Hold on, wait. So you gotta pay to learn how to use your Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, pretty
Where
much.
you can pay for the Switch, then you gotta pay to learn how to use the Nintendo Switch, then you gotta pay to pay.
I don't
to
think
You
there's
don't have
a.
to pay for the tech demo. You don't have to.
I don't
You
think
wanna
there's a
learn
single
quickly,
person.
yeah.
Let's be real. Someone's gonna make a YouTube video of how to do it. Just
Yeah,
to
well,
pick
yeah,
up
yeah.
the-
Yeah, just to.
Oh no,
yeah.
no, they're gonna get sued.
Yeah, Nintendo's famous for suing people.
Everyone, yeah.
Everyone,
Let's be
yeah.
real. Does
Power World.
anyone really care at this point because of how many lawsuits they've done?
Oh
You
yeah,
remember
it's
that.
nobody likes
At this
nobody
point,
really likes
let's be real,
Nintendo.
We might get lawsuits just for talking about them.
Oh yeah, if
Yeah.
we might get sued just for talking about
You get spot on by
Nintendo.
the great Nintendo Guardians, I guess.
That's why I like
yes,
Sega more.
it's why I think that's why
You're wrong,
Nintendo.
Sega's pretty good.
I think
Sonic 3 was good too.
Oh,
Can't wait for Sonic 4.
I think that's why
Sonic
Nintendo
4,
isn't. I think that's
I want
why.
Rouge. I'm waiting for Rouge.
Of course you would.
Shut up.
I think that's why Nintendo is not the most liked thing, just because of how many lawsuits they've had in the past, and just like the Nintendo Switch 2 is a hot topic, and
How anti-modder they are. Like,
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't allow any modders to do anything.
Uh,
You mod something, you get sued. You
They
get-
don't even allow fan games.
Yeah, even that, yeah.
they're very strict on like what happens to the characters and all that.
Yeah, I get it, but at the same time, you got like, if you want to be enjoyed, you gotta let the consumers do what they want to too.
They
Yeah.
paid for the
I'm about to
combo.
say,
They
yeah,
should
yeah,
be
exactly.
able to
The
buy.
Oh, no, according to Ubisoft, no.
Yeah, consumers are the ones that are giving them the money in the first place. I mean, they really gotta like they really have to
I was gonna say,
understand.
like, once a year, we should all just stop buying stuff for like a good week straight and watch them all panic.
Yeah, I want to talk about
More like a
Ubisoft.
month.
No, people can't. People won't last that long. A
Fair.
week, yeah.
I want to talk about Ubisoft.
No. That's
No, you
all I
don't
have
have
to say on
time.
Ubisoft. Is no.
Yeah, no, Ubisoft is not the
We
greatest
have like
company.
2 minutes left on this recording. We don't have time for much more.
It doesn't have to be.
It's at 18.
It doesn't have to be exactly 20 minutes.
He says no more than 20 before.
Do you want me to end it?
Yep.
Okay, so
No, it's gonna be Ubisoft.
okay, so I'm gonna make this short and sweet for the Ubisoft comments. Ubisoft has not had much luck with their games of late, like Assassin's Creed Shadows, and yeah, that's the newest game.
They all blend together.
Yeah. And I used to like Assassin's Creed back in the day because it really made you when it said Assassin's Creed, it's literally an assassin game. But I feel like, for example, Assassin's Creed, that Viking game, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Assassin's Creed, like others.
Valhalla.
Valhalla, thank you. It's less of an assassin game. It's more like just a fighting game at this point.
You did an assassin game. I did it, and they run into a giant group of British troops during like Black Flag or
And attack.
Yeah,
Black Flag at 3, and just start going ham with the hidden dagger. I love that.
Dagger was fun.
Even the Ubisoft devs just straight up came out and said, hey, "Look, if you don't like the games, don't buy them." And they literally
they screwed themselves over.
They screwed themselves over so hard.
At one point, I think their stock went down like 98. 96%.
Oh yeah, I think that's right after. I think that's right after what we. That's right after.
I think that's after they said that you don't own your own games.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't own your own games. That we still have control over them.
Microsoft also said that you're technically not buying them. You're basically renting.
Yeah.
If you're using cloud, that's the thing. If you're using cloud
And-
No,
or Game
in
Pass,
general,
yeah.
if you buy it off of their site.
Gamers are really. They're really, really careful. They're really, really sensitive about their games.
PC gamers are.
Oh yeah.
PC gamers, I know some PC gamers who don't spend anything more than like $30 on a game. But enough about, we can make it a type of episode about Ubisoft. I think we should probably cut this.
Yeah, I think we should cut it short. Thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast. Yeah. Make sure to listen. Make sure to write comments below this video because we're gonna be doing a Q&A shortly. We are very excited to answer your questions and all that. But thank you for watching, and remember, stay nerdy.